can I say? What can I say?
Here is your host, Sean Demra.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome back to another episode of the Fuse Show. Tonight we have another artist, well-seasoned artist. Um, the artist goes by the name of GT Youths. So we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna bring him in and have an amazing discussion interview because this guy have a lot to say. He's been in this business for a very, very long time. All right, so we'll be right back.
We have a vision to connect Guyanese to data, to knowledge, to each other, and to the world. Our mission is to lay the groundwork that inspires and empowers a generation of future leaders of our great nation. As Guyana's first truly national internet service provider, our goal is to bring high-speed internet to all Guyanese. No matter where you live, work, or play, we seek to empower everyone, everywhere, by bridging the digital divide and enabling unrestricted internet access. We're on a mission to level the playing field by offering fast, reliable, and affordable connectivity from the world's most powerful satellite. At Wansat, we believe that fast internet is not a privilege, it's a right. A right to be seen, a right to be heard, and a right to grow. Visit us today at wansat.co.gy to learn more.
Visit frontlinetickets.com or eventbrite.com or get your tickets now at Caribbean Power Jam Radio, Sand Hills Restaurant, Sweet Hands Restaurant, Culture Nonstop, Tasty's Corner, and Sybil's Veggie Castle. Big People Party. Saturday, March 16th at Tropical Breeze Ballroom, 1367 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11203. Oh man, you just got to be there.
GTYOUTHS. My baby, my baby. Your body right, your body perfect. First touch me get, me can't forget. Girl, you're stuck in my mind. You must be a clock. Oh, you worry time. Give you everything in my pocket every dime. Long me a so turning down me a fine. You must be a dolly. 10 out of 10 you want to get naturally. All if you use silicone and form up your body. And this me want you to feel me. And me want you to jiggle. Jiggle up your body, rotate it. Jiggle. Jiggle up your body, vibrate it. Jiggle. Jiggle up your body, rotate it. Jiggle and jiggle and jiggle and jiggle. Jiggle. Jiggle up your body, rotate it. Yo. Jiggle up your body, vibrate, hey yo. Jiggle up your body, rotate and jiggle and jiggle and jiggle. Me like when you bend up, lean forward, punch your back, body cock up. None of your style, you not beg, nah borrow. You a lead out, but you all of them a follow. Can you think tighty? Look how it's shallow. Your breast them stiff, fit, now soft marshmallow. Think stiff, gal, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Come your body, make me want to carry you off. Style them, gal. Good body, gal, show it off. Jiggle, jiggle up your body, rotate it. Jiggle, jiggle up your body, vibrate it. Jiggle, jiggle up your body, rotate it. Jiggle and jiggle and jiggle and jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle up your body, rotate it, yo. Jiggle up your body, vibrate it, yo. Jiggle up your body, rotate and jiggle and jiggle and jiggle. You are bend off your back, do the muscle wine. Break up your face like Frankenstein. Bend over, gal, and do the tick-tock. Make your body say wop, 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 wop. Alright then. Can me love the way you whine and catch your back. The way you move like the spine in your back. Bend and touch your toe just like a go-go. Up and down cause me no want see you stop. Jiggle, jiggle up your body, rotate it. Jiggle, jiggle up your body, vibrate it. Jiggle, jiggle up your body, rotate it. Jiggle and jiggle and jiggle and jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle up your body, rotate it, yo. Jiggle up your body, vibrate it, yo. Jiggle up your body, rotate and jiggle and jiggle and jiggle. Me like when you bend up, lean forward, punch your back, body cock up. None of your style, you not beg, nah borrow. You a lead out, but you all of them a follow. Can you think tighty? Look how it's shallow. Your breast them stiff, fit, now soft marshmallow. Think stiff, gal, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Come your body, make me want to carry you off. Style them, gal. Good body, gal, show it off. Jiggle, jiggle up your body, rotate it. Jiggle, jiggle up your body, vibrate it. Jiggle, jiggle up your body, rotate it. Jiggle and jiggle and jiggle and jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle up your body, rotate it, yo. Jiggle up your body, vibrate it, yo. Jiggle up your body, rotate and jiggle and jiggle and jiggle. Lean forward. Big up. Cause when me looking at me life, me no reach where me want reach. But me happy, send me there right now. And enough of my friends under concrete. Them gonna wait on no long. Cause when me looking at me life, me no reach when me want reach. But me happy say me there right now. One, no for my friends under concrete. Them gonna wait and no doubt. Yo, Jay, the struggle, yeah, so real. Yes, it's real. Don't let the pressure in the life get you down. Stand firm, get to youth, hold your ground. What goes around comes right back around. Your time soon. Me know about hard life. Me know about hungry days. Me know about nights when me have to go a bed hungry to me a shed tears. Me know about hard life. Me know about hungry days. Me know about nights when me have to go a bed hungry to me a shed tears. And that's why me promise myself me have to work hard. Cause me tired to see me mother work hard. Time to sit and take a rest and make you stand yard. Cause me want give your house with your own yard, mama. So many things you've been through. You never drown, you just swim through. But daddy never there for rescue. I just faith that the Father will guide you. Me know about hard life. Me know about hungry days. Me know about nights when me have to go a bed hungry to me a shed tears. Me know about hard life. Me know about hungry days. Me know about nights when me have to go a bed hungry to me a shed tears. Me never know when next meal will come from. You say God will provide that faith and wisdom. Believe in other words will come off of your tongue. Just pray for your needs and your needs will come. Cause growing up, life never did so easy. Man have to make it, believe me. Mama suffer too long, fight time to carry on. See the mansion jacuzzi. Me know about hard life. Me know about hungry days. Me know about nights when me have to go a bed hungry to me a shed tears. Me know about hard life. Me know about hungry days. Me know about nights when me have to go a bed hungry to me a shed tears. Hard life make me know how struggle feel. Hungry days make me know say struggle real. But man stand firm, tougher than damn steel. Them say pressure was fight, but me at the seal. Me never frightened for hungry. No, me never frightened for sufferation. When me belly it upon me use that as motivation. Me know about hard life. Me know about hungry days. Me know about nights when me have to go a bed hungry to me a shed tears. Me know about hard life. Me know about hungry days. Me know about nights when me have to go a bed hungry to me a shed tears. Me know about hard life. Me know about hungry days. Me know about sufferation. But me, I gonna make it one day.
And we're back. We're back. We're back. And we have the one, the only GT Youths joining us tonight. How you doing, boss?
Yeah, man. Check. Everything blessed.
Nice, nice, nice. So, GT Youths been in the airwaves, in people's ears, the music. They seeing all of these things. They hearing all of these things, but they don't know the artists. They don't know the ins the inside, like the backstory, I should say, of GT Youths. Let's know where it all started for GT Youths. Where were you born, and pretty much grew?
Well, GT Youths, also known as Owen Adams, also known as GT's production. Um, as I was told, I was born on the west side of Guyana. That's over in Lenora. Grew up in, migrated from Guyana, from not from Guyana, from the west side to Linden at a tender age. So most of my upbringing is about or is actually known from Linden, right? So I not only just represent West Side, I also represent Linden. I mean Guyana in a whole, right? But
Mm.
if I have to, choose a base, is there. I went to Christianburg Primary School.
Mm.
Um, right common entrance. I think I passed to go HS, but I ended up going multi for some reason.
Mm.
Right, a multilateral. Um,
Big school.
because all of them, bright people go multi.
I'm
If
like,
you're bright, you know you go multi. Right. Migrated from Guyana in the mid 90s. Right, came to America. Went to high school. Before I went to college, got an MBA in business. Um, Left college, and I fell in like not really fell in love, but I reconnect back with music in terms of reggae music because when I come foreign, we just
mm,
try to translate or we do some hip hop thing and these things, right? But then the dancehall and the reggae soca vibes came back to me in about probably 2004. Then I
mm,
jumped back. I actually started off with a name called GTU's Production.
mm,
Right? If anyone knows me, I mean, most people knows me as GTU's Production. Right? And I start working with artists from then.
mm,
Um, Artists such as Fojo, Bali's, Goofy George, um, Gotti G, Little J, right?
mm.
Shelly G. These are some of the artists that.
We gonna get to that part. We're gonna get to that part later down. But do you have siblings?
Yeah, I get enough, like plenty enough, right? But you know, my mom have 4 kids,
Mm.
2 boys, 2 girls, right? My dad, was a village ram, right? So you get plenty enough, right? I know a few of them, but a lot of them I don't know,
Mm.
right? Yeah, I am for my mom. I'm not actually the first boy, but the third child. So I'm
Mm.
most a spoiled child.
What
I the
was
best child though.
the what?
I the best child.
What was some of your hobbies in like growing up as a child in I would call um primary school.
But for the most part, football, right?
Mm,
You call it soccer. I used to run, but music, music have always been like that. Always like my nickname back in Guyana is to this day Beanie Man,
mm,
right? Because yeah, I as a big music lover, not a fan. I'm a lover of music,
mm.
right? From Tinning Cup days in Caracara with the crew in Caracara up on the street playing Tinning Cup, who's not Banj American, who's this, is Beanie Man, right? So if I have to choose two, it would be soccer, football, and music. That's
And
the
and did that move into when you got into high school? What was that passion like? Because you got older and you have different interests. Was it still as strong as when you were in primary school?
now music has always anyone that knows Owen, guys, not GT you'd say it, right?
Mhm.
Anyone that knows Owen, or in Maltese to call me Rabbit, for whatever reason, right? But anyone that knows me knows that music has always been a part of my life. Always. I could never defer to anything. Music have always been there. Women, friends, whatever. Music has always been there.
Did you had any kind of like a crew that you were moving with that had the same interests, or they just had other interests and you were the only one that had music within you?
No, but like I said, growing up, like I said, we used to play tin cup and them thing back in in the street. So
Mhm,
my peers, if it's not football, it's music,
mhm.
right? So that travel with me throughout my life, even to this day. The people I surround myself with, like friends or associates, are musicians.
Mhm, mhm. So there were never a time where you say, "All right, let's form a group," or anything like that. It was just like you and your boys. Then we just good.
Yeah, man. I mean, I wasn't always into music as being an artist.
Mm-hmm.
right? It was never. I never believed that like singing would be a part of my life. Like it was never an interest of me to wanting to become an artist, right? It was all about me trying to, DJ or write a song or these things. But like forming a group to do what really, because we just was lovers of music. None of we had no interest in being no artist or no,
No, no, like let's say you got your crew and y'all might come up with music and y'all come up with songs and y'all be probably battling each other or something of the sort.
Oh no. We was never
Never,
no. We
never
was
had
never
that.
no. There was never a dream. We was
Mm,
just lover of music. We used to sing people song. Now we own, we used to sing
mhm.
people thing. Right? Yeah.
So that transition, that pretty much moved from you loving the music to how did you become a DJ? How did that come about?
Well, the DJ part started in America when I went to college. I mean, even before I get to college, I was playing around with music. Right. I got to college. I was the college DJ. Um, when I finished college, I moved back to Brooklyn. Started to mess around with one to karaoke and them times it was like tractor. I still not my age, right? Them times things like tractor. If anybody here that knows what was tractor, right? We used to download music on LimeWire and
Hmm.
these things, right? So the DJ thing just come because I love music, right? I couldn't sing, so
Hmm.
I had to do something related. So I had to keep myself in. So I started to just play music. That's where it all started with me being involved with music. I started really playing music,
Hmm.
right? So yeah, because I love music, I jump into DJing.
DJing. And now we move from being a DJ to saying, hey, where did it move from there to start promoting artists? Where did it move from becoming a DJ to what?
All right, let's see. A dream of mine always have been. It's kind of like you, right? A dream of mine was to always put Guyana on the map in terms of musically,
Mhm.
right? So whilst playing music, I started to meet a few Guyanese artists. Um, the first one I met was Goofy George, right? And at the time, he was trying to promote a album, all right? And he played some tracks to me, and I'm like, yo, you know what? This song would sound better on a different track. And he was like, "You have tracks?" I said, "Yeah." God, them times I used to pirate music bar. There was thief music right. So I had enough beats on them thing.
Mm.
So I actually took Goofy Jarrett some rhythms, and he was like, "Yo, you get a good ears for sound, right?" So from that, I become management to him, right? He started calling me management. So everything doing music with Goofy George, they used to link me, right? So it went from there to one day I up on the internet, and this is MySpace time. So again, I give Rim an age, right? One day I up on MySpace, right, and I come across a video from a youth by the name of Fojo, right? And when I saw this video, I couldn't believe that this person, it was a Guyanese person promoting him, but I couldn't believe that this person was Guyanese because the song that I was hearing
Mm.
was not Guyanese, so to speak.
Typical song, yeah.
All right, so I linked the person that was promoting the video, and I asked her, "Who's this young man?" All right, she said, "Boom, I got to pretend now is this big boy." Right, I'm a live foreign, right? So
Yeah.
I pull out little foreign swag and I link Fojo, many reason, and we decided to link up and start promoting because to be honest with you, I think I'm the first person to actually promote Guyanese talent in America. Right?
Mhm.
I could be wrong, but if there's anyone out there want to challenge me, right, is there. Right? I'm
Mhm.
talking about from 2006.
Mhm.
Right? So it's almost 20 years now, right? So it moved from Fojo to start linking up with everybody in Fojo crew from Bali's to Little J, aka Simeon Brown, um, Little Africa, the whole Harmony crew. Like I started linking with these guys, right? And start seeing that Guyana have a lot of talent, right? So being among Fojo and them, I'm in America, there in Guyana. I used to send stuff like, like send ideas for stuff. And, one day I linked Fujo and I say, yo, I feel you should do a song about this. And he listened and he
Mhm.
went to do a song about what I said do a song about. All right. Send him 1 and 2 tracks and these things. And my ears started becoming more vigilant of what I think music should sound like coming from Guyana, right? Especially from this one particular artist, because at that time, he was like the face, right,
Mhm.
of Guyanese music, like in terms of the sound, all right? This before before I know what natural black,
Mhm.
right? It was Fojo. Anytime I hear the grant, Fojo,
Mhm.
right? So we went from there, and I start hearing, he started introducing me to a lot of other artists that have that the international sound, right? So I start to promote from giving idea. I start to promoting, Guyanese music and Guyanese talent, and from there I start, giving 1 or 2 lines, sing this, sing the, from saying sing about this, I started giving, I put this in the song or put that in the song, right? And like about probably 2009, an artist by the name of Balize Remington, right, moved to America, and he came by me, and me and him start working on music like together, because remember he's a musician, right?
Mhm.
Anybody know Balize, right? Know that Balize is a musician. So we start working on different type of music, and I start to like writing. Never knew I could write music or write songs, but I start writing and say, yo, sing this, right? So it went from DJ management, promoting, understand me? So now they're at songwriting now.
Mhm.
So you see how that transition, right?
Other artists.
Yes. So I
Mhm.
start to work with different it was Bali's at first, right? Then I started working with, different like writing and I started doing that for other artists, and that's where, the music, like the love like came back to start doing more for the music. And that's way before artists.
Mhm. Mhm.
Artists in the no way close there.
Correct.
You understand me? So I started promoting little parties. Um, I started producing because I started working with Gaddy G and Little J. I know if I rush in this thing,
Mhm. Good. Good.
but start working with Gaddy G and Little J in America. And we started doing them guys started doing shows, and we make song this in cartel. I know if you ever answer, but we make song this in vibes cartel and these things, and this where we was for a little while.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I'm gonna give you a chance to ask a question. Cause talking.
No, no, no. You see, I'm asking the question. You giving the history behind it, and
Okay.
that's what we want to know. So what you just said there, it pretty much sums up the transition over a period of many years. Now we're moving into you becoming an artist. What inspired you to become an artist, and what challenges um, did you face in that transition?
Well, becoming an artist it wasn't like a becoming an artist. It was I accidentally turned an artist,
Mm,
right? Why is doing work with Bali's and Fojo and them? Bali's would always tell me, "Yo, you should start singing," right? A little fleshy A word would always say the same thing. OG Marley would say the same thing, right? And I remember one day I wrote a song called I can't remember, right? But I know I sent the song to Fojo. He was in Trinidad, and I said, "I want me to do this song." He said, "All right, good." He voiced his part, sent it back to me. When I go and record my part now, a song really lame, eh? So I ended up giving it to Gaddy G. Them time Fojo don't know who Gaddy is, but I
mm,
know who Gaddy is, right? So I end up giving the song to Gaddy, and Gaddy did it first collab with Fojo, right? And it was coincidental. It wasn't like like a planned thing. It was I just gave Gaddy me part and Gaddy voice, and the song do road. So that's my first time really trying to sing,
mhm,
right? The past and gone. Then I remember another time. I was dating someone, and it was always you know, don't don't do this, don't do that with the music and all these things, right? Anyways, I did another song with Balize. It didn't really make too much sense again.
Mhm.
Then about 2000, probably 15, I moved to Maryland, and I went and do a song. I got like a spur of the moment thing. I say I want to go and fight a song. End up linking photo. Go by photo. I saw I got two songs I want to record. He said, all right, good. I go and record the song. Never hear the song song. If it's me song, and I never heard of me song. So it was for your bench song, right? So about 2017, right, I started producing rhythms, right? I had a rhythm called Situation Rhythm. And the person that I give a song to was Simeon Brown. And I said, yo, make a beat for me and you can take this song. He made the beat. I produced the beat as a rhythm. Out of the rhythm, I think I have a couple of hit songs to me. But
Mhm.
one song in particular was from a youth named Davy Marley, right?
Mhm.
Song called Wine for Me. And that song blew Davy up in Linden, right? So because that song blew Davy up, his producer was a youth named Code Red,
Mhm.
right? Jamal Alexander, right? So 2017, Code Red linked me and asked me to help him produce a rhythm, right? He built the beat, asked me to get some artists because I remember I was the artist, boss them time.
Mhm.
Asked me to get some artists for him. And when he sent me the beat, I listened to the track and I'm like, yo, like I could actually hear myself on this beat. So I write a song. I go back to the same person who bench me, you
Yeah,
know,
the song.
2 years before, right? So I go back to Fuji now and I say, I get a song I want to face. He said, all right, good. Start recording the song and I just singing, me promise to live my life. Laugh a little more. No more sweat, I feel insecure. My life too short and me love it. And the man just there in front of the computer just doing what he doing. I said, Fuji, man, you're not going to stop me and tell me what I'm doing wrong. He said, if you're doing anything wrong, I'm going to let you know.
Mhm.
I said, all right, good. And the song done, he did his magic, send me a demo. I listen it, play it for a few people. They say, hey, it sound good. I sent it to Jamaica to a youth named Lenky 5 Star. This is at that time a top engineer producer in Jamaica.
Mhm.
And he asked me, who is this? Who is this person singing here? I said, me, right? And his words was to me, invest in yourself,
Mhm.
right? And don't get me wrong, right? Bali's, A Word, OG, told me before, you know, do music, right? But not to say that their words didn't all know weight.
Mhm.
But hearing it from someone else that doesn't know me at all, right, made it like it connect more,
Mhm.
right? So I did my first song. I released it to the public for the first time, and it really like it gave me encouragement because a lot of people start doing life too short challenges and these things, and it kind of make me want to go forward,
Mhm.
right? All right, so we're gonna dash right out one day. You ask me challenges,
Mhm.
right? I mean, because I been in on a wrong music for so long, I was already prepared for everything else that comes with it, right? Because I've seen everything that Fojo, everything that Silas David, Shelly G, Bali's. I've seen everything that everybody been through, right? So when I jump into it, I was already in defensive mode, so I already knew if anything comes, I knew how to, react to it. So if I would tell you that at first I had challenges, I didn't really notice because I was already I already set
Sure.
those things, so if it happened, I could know how to maneuver through it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So after the first song, and did you do a video for that song?
Oh yeah. This was 2017, right? September. I promoted the song for about 3 months from September to December. I went to Guyana, right, for one of my brother's wedding, and I shot a video for this song. Right? I released it in 2018. All right, that's actually the first time I see myself on video and these things, right? In 2018, January. All right, Life Too Short. My daughter actually intro, the song for me, right? Yeah.
So, excuse me, aside from your experience in promoting artists, having a clear understanding of what it takes to be an artist, writing good songs, promoting yourself, getting videos, and all of these things, and you jumping into the industry. Um, were you inspired by any other artists, mainstream artists, GT artists? Um, which artists would have added to your decision, if
Uh,
any?
all right, like I said from the jump, that Beanie Man is my is me,
Hmm.
right? Um, I don't love man, but Beanie Man is my artist, right? Aside from Beanie Man, I idolize Fojo because Fojo is one of those people that I see does like everything. He
Hmm.
produce, he write, he do this, he do that, right? He's like you know, a chameleonaire, so to speak. All right. Um, but every Guyanese artist, I don't really like too much foreign artists, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I would be lying if I don't really like I focus a lot on Guyana, right? I'm probably people call me a fool enough time, right? Because I invested money, I invested time, effort, and everything into Guyanese artists, and that's because I feel a connection because I can go and touch a Jomo or touch a Adriano. You understand me? But it's hard for me to go close to them yard artists or foreign artists because them people get their people, right?
Correct.
So I wanted to get me people, right?
Hmm.
So I idolize a lot of artists from Guyana, a whole lot of artists from Guyana. You understand me? I remember the first time I heard Natural Black, right? I was somewhere in Brooklyn and a youth named, damn, what's his name? A youth from Linden went to HS, right? It's either Kayo or Kai or something of the sort, right? The youth linked me and said, I think he died now. So, if I could be mistaken, right? But
Hmm.
when I heard Natural Black, I heard he was Guyanese. I heard Magnum mention this the other day. That was one of the proudest moments, right, I ever felt like hearing a Guyanese artist. Not because the song was good, but just hearing a Guyanese artist mingling with Jamaican artists,
Hmm.
right? And then to the song was good. You
That's it.
understand me? So yeah. So those are
So,
the people I idolize.
okay, good, perfect. So, we moving forward after doing a whole lot of songs. I remember seeing you drop an EP. So now fast forward another year or so, album. Why you decide to do an album now? And the
Oh,
name of the album.
before I forgot, the youth name was Wincom.
Wincom.
So if
Okay.
anybody know Wincom is a music head. Anybody from Linden know the youth is a music head. All right. Yes, I released a mixtape in 2018. Right. I can't remember the name of it, right? But then I released two mixtapes. Right. Then I actually did the EP May of I think 21
Hmm.
or 22. I think 22. All right. I dropped the EP. The reason for the album, right, is because I feel that for some reason Guyanese artists don't have a catalog. They have music, right, but they don't have a body of work to say, well, you can go listen to this. You understand me? Like we don't
Hmm.
have body of work, and I decided that I've been singing for about 7 years, right, and I feel like I need something to people to judge me on, right, in terms of having a catalog. Like I know I have a lot of good singles, but that body of work I haven't put together. Sit down and have a focus on a album, right?
Mhm.
Um, the album is going to be named Underestimate, right? Reason why underestimate, because I believe I'm one of those artists that I don't want to say people don't pay attention to, right? But because my music, for the most part, is music that, and I don't want this Guyanese, right? But for some reason we choose to listen to things that is just for fun,
Mhm.
right? It's just for a hype, and for the most part, I do music that uplifting, and it's not the most righteous music, but it's uplifting music. You can listen to one of my songs today and say, you know what, I feel good about myself, right? And for some reason, those music, I mean, good music takes longer to catch on,
Mhm.
right? And I feel that I've been underestimated for a very long time, not only as an artist, but for the work that I've done throughout the last 15 to 20 years within this community or this world, right?
Mhm.
So I decided to call it underestimate because I think a lot of people underestimate me.
So, how many songs do you have planned to put on this album?
Well, since it's my first debut album, right, I decided to about 20 songs because I remember my first song is Life Too Short, so I have to put my first song no matter what.
Mhm.
Right. And along the way I released a few singles that mesmerize people, right? So I choose to work with 10 previous singles and 10 brand new songs, like, never heard before. So total
Uh,
of 20.
and is this would be a mixed genre, or because I know you do, different genre. What's the plan on that?
Well, if we call it mixed genre, it's probably be dancehall and Afrobeats,
Mhm.
right? I also dabbled in reggae, but I don't want to put no reggae songs to actually, like, for my own selfish reasons, because I feel like I want to do a reggae album also,
Mhm.
right? Because I've been in the reggae world too, because my mental is really reggae, right? The way that I think like a Rasta, as a ballad Rasta, right? So yeah, I'm gonna mix. It's just gonna be dancehall, like a conscious dancehall, and probably like about two Afro beats.
um, as we all know, we have, and you just mentioned it, we have a few artists that released a full album over the years, right? Not a lot, and some of them are well structured, well planned out um, albums, right? Now, your confidence in what you're doing now, in releasing music, releasing an album, because it had to take, a lot of thinking and experience and confidence to actually get to this place. Would you say where would you say your confidence level is at right now? And are you in that position where you say, you know what, I'm not just releasing an album, but I'm releasing an album and I'm going to do it the right way, right? So that's where I'm talking about the confidence. Are you confident enough to say, you know what, I understand this thing and I'm going to go full fledged?
And one thing I didn't mention to you when you asked me to tell you about my growing up, as a very cocky, conceited individual. Right. So my confidence is always on high. Anyone that knows me knows that. Right. My confidence is always on high. And if I decide to go into something, right, to do anything, I try to do it to the best of my ability. All right. And I'm very, very confident that doing this project is like it's time, first of all, because like I said, right, it's been 7 years. Right. I don't want to be one of them people because I might retire just now, right?
Mhm.
So before I jump into retirement, I want to have something out there to whether it's for my kids to look back and say, well, dad this did this, or wife to she can play, or whatever the case is. So yeah, I'm very, very confident in this, and I think I'm ready to to take on the world. And in terms of promotion, and like I'm willing to do everything that's is within my grasp and my reach to do. I'm not gonna do things that I really, really can do, but everything that I can do, right, I'm gonna do. And then if I get some help from some people like like yourself, I know Fuse get money, right? So if Fuse want to give me a bucketive, right,
Oh,
we
God.
could we could do a thing,
Mhm.
right?
Collaborations. How many collaborations you looking at in terms of with Guyanese artists, other guys from and girls from other country? Any?
All right, yeah, man. First of all,
Mhm.
I have a collab with the lead singer from TOK, Double X Flex,
Nice.
song called "Stab in the Back." All right. Of course, I have Loco Loco, the Afro beat with Brandon Arden.
Hmm.
Um, I literally just finished a song with Fujo um, about a week ago. Another collab is from who do I have? I think Terror Upness, and I have a song that potentially can be on the album. Um, who else do I have a collab with? I don't know, but producers that's on the album, right? I mean, they didn't ask this question, but I'm gonna let you know same way still. 'Cause you gotta give kudos to give them people their flowers, right? Producers is like Code Red,
Hmm.
Timon Fraser, right? Can't left out CJ, right? Rest in peace, right? CJ have about two songs on the album,
Hmm.
right? That he produced. Who else am I missing? AJ Records, right? Yeah, I could remember those four, right? I know for sure. Help out with producing the album. And don't forget Fujo. Fujo have some work on there also.
And what when you looking to release this project?
Sometime before the middle of the year,
Hmm.
right? So within another 4 months, 'cause we done the in February already. So yeah, within the next 4 months, that project should be out. But I keep the fuse posted, and like I said, yeah, I get money, so
So
yeah,
that's it.
I could think.
So let's switch gears a little bit. Um, where do you see Guyana music culture in the whole um, in the next 5 to 10 years?
Um, Culture. Like I honestly don't think Guyana have a culture. All right, that's why we actually go for every other culture out there. Right? Because if we had we own, these musicians would have been on top. Right.
Mhm.
So I don't see Guyana have a culture, especially a music culture. Right. We have a whole bunch of things from everybody else that we take and feel is we culture, but it's not we culture. Right. So because of that, next 5 to 10 years, I don't see Guyanese the music culture going nowhere. And I said this before that I see artists moving forward and being successful, individual artists,
Mhm.
right? But in terms of a culture, I don't see the music culture going anywhere. Um, it ain't going nowhere since I've been alive, so I don't expect it to go nowhere in the next 10 years. And it's just me. Maybe my kids and them could actually try to change something, but I don't see it within the next 10 years. I don't see it.
I saw a post a couple days ago, and it said, actually, someone commented on another person post and they said, our culture, our genre is kwekwe. And if artists should rally around it and perfect it, we will succeed in that genre. And the the artist responded and said, you know, we don't want that old thing. We don't want that old thing. That is, y'all trying to put that on us. We don't want it. We don't like it. We don't like it. So what's your thoughts on the kwekwe genre?
Now, you see, based on what I know, because I left Ghana at a young age,
Hmm.
but based on what I know, Kwekwe music is for, right? It's for wedding, right? So I don't know if I could be wrong, right? And if I'm wrong, I am stand to be corrected, right? But I'm not gonna make music just for wedding,
Hmm.
right? So I side with that artist. We want to go back. We want just that. We can create new things, new songs, right? But I think I'm being no Kwekwe song. But I hear a song that I like, right? I hear a song out of Ghana that I really, really like, right? But I don't think it's for everybody, right? And it's like a kind of talking kind of thing. I just give credit where credit is due, right? And I heard Azariel doing it, and I heard a youth named Stiffy Stiff, right? Them is the two main one, and probably Courtly that have this little talking kind of that I think that we can actually use, but not everyone. But it's a very, very good style, a very good it's a good direction.
Hmm.
I actually like because it's different. It's not war. It's not from nobody else. It's a Guyanese thing, and I like it.
Do you see yourself, the other artists that's really doing great things, even the ones that coming up? Do you see you guys making major waves? And as you just mentioned, you see individual artists doing their thing, but collectively, everybody doing the individual thing, but collectively as Guyanese, do you see you guys really making like serious waves in the next 5 to 10 years?
You like 5 to 10,
Yeah.
but honestly, artists are very, very selfish, right? Everybody wants to be the man or wants to be the woman, right?
Mhm,
So I mean, I would love for us as I don't want to say Guyanese artists, right? Or Guyanese creatives. I would love for us to come together, whether it's within music, within fashion, within television, whatever it is, right? Come together and they'll push each other forward,
mhm,
right? If I get a bad song and the man do a movie and Guyana don't want to put in a movie, put it and make it take off some more. If I want to wear somebody fashion like you get them rock, I want to put on you clothes as an artist, go up on a stage, do a thing. We can do that, right? But artists are very, very selfish, and it's kind of hard for me to say, well, moving forward together, right? Because first of all, we don't. I don't want to say we, because I don't want to exclude myself from this, right? Because I have my ways, and I have the people them that I like, and the people them that I don't like,
mhm,
right? But I'm willing to work with the people them that I don't like, just for the benefit of the music, right? But that's just me, right? I don't know if any other creatives out there is willing to work with me if they don't like me, right? So I think until we can actually coexist within the same space, like or don't like, right, and try to do things under one umbrella as one unit, right. Until that can happen, I don't see moving forward as a team, right, because I get me click, this man get he click, the man get he click, right, but I willing for work with the man click,
mhm,
right. But the man click ain't willing for work with nobody for me click or me,
mhm,
right. Everybody is, it's a very egotistical something. And the problem is that none of us is anywhere. Because if an artist come tomorrow and sing a two or three song, either right report either, although I singing 7 years now, and then either right report and next month he's singing about 20 years now, right? None of we in depth on a level where we can say, well, yeah, this man is the top man or the top girl or whatever the case is, right? All we depth on the same level, but we still try to play big boy and big girl on each other, and I
Mhm.
don't know why. You know what I mean? So until we actually, come together and try to, unify, the collective thing ain't gonna work.
So, do you think
A Cat
our
Williams, hold on, a Cat Williams them right now.
you see- do you think our culture, our Guyanese culture, music, and all these things, do you think we're ready for that lyrical war, that beef? I diss you, you diss me. Do you think our culture is built for that, and do you think it's necessary right now? I know generally speaking, beef can bring a lot of attention and sometimes good, sometimes bad. But Guyana, do you think we should be doing that at this stage where we at?
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah and no, right? Yes, because it creates, like, it makes you more creative,
Mhm,
right? It keep you on your toes all the time. Like, yeah, yeah. No, you have to think. But no, because we take it too personal,
mhm,
right? We take it too personal. I remember a few years ago, and this might store up some man's nest, but the truth is the truth, right? I remember a few years ago when um CJ and Mafi had a problem, right? There was actually beefing, right? And CJ, you know, lost his life, and I was personally looking for Mafi to, to actually come and say, well, condolences to the family, and maybe he did say it and I miss it,
mhm,
right? But you know, that's one of the things when it's said too personal, right? Like we ain't ready for certain things because something such as that, right? We gonna hold back and say no, I didn't like you in the first place. You understand? Me need the beefing, right?
mhm,
But you beefing musically, right? So I don't think that we ready in that way because we real touchy, right?
mhm.
And I talking about. I remember I keep saying we because I don't want to left myself out,
That's right.
right? We are very very touchless people. If I'm out there, I'm with a little dark face. Who you calling dark face? Your mother, right?
Mm.
I stopped talking to me because I said dark face, right? But I didn't mean it literally, right?
Mhm,
Just in a song or something like that. And me and my mom, I stopped talking. Although I know you about 20 years, me and my mom will stop talking because of that, right? But in terms of like doing it musically and doing it as it's supposed to be, yeah, I feel that we ready for that because there are some bad artists out there.
mhm,
Like Mafi is a bad artist, right? Zari, bad lyrically. You understand me? Davy Marley and these youths is some terrible youths out there. You understand me? I would love, like I personally would love to see them man go toe to toe and just lyrics up each other, right?
mhm.
Because it's fun. Like it keeps you on your toes, right? But on the other hand, like I said, we just carry feelings for everything, and that is where I kind of in between, about it, a little bisexual about it. You know, one
So
there.
yeah, let it one slide. So is the goal with the beef? Is the goal to um reach our Guyanese audience, or the goal is to reach outside of the Guyana culture, like into Jamaican culture, the Trini culture? You know, I would think that's where we want it to go. I don't know if with the the couple beefs that was that happened over the years, if it actually got to a Jamaican, or a Jamaican that is well known to say, well, you know what, yeah, I like this one over this one. Or is it staying in our Guyanese community where somebody like me might judge it or somebody else might judge it? I mean, what is really the goal? What is really the goal?
Oh, now the music, to be honest with you, music is travel,
Hmm.
right? The music do travel, and as much as other islands or countries might not want to give the Guyanese artists or the artists them from Guyana their credit, and the music just travel, right? Because I be around a lot of Trinis, I be around a lot of Jamaicans, right? And them man know them man what is wire. Wire man, there's no wire man.
Hmm.
You understand me? Um, and it get easy because you get a lot of Guyanese start vlogging and these things now. So these vloggers just don't have a Guyanese audience; they have a Jamaican audience and Trini audience. So when they start vlogging about these things, right, it actually get out, right? But in music, they have a thing called may want to give he or she strength, right? And let me say artists like Skeng, right, could hear a bad artist from Guyana,
Hmm.
but because they may want to give strength, right? Because like I said, music in general is an egotistical something. So because they don't want to give a man or somebody a strength, they mightn't elaborate or they mightn't go publicly and say, yo, I like what I seen in Guyana there and blah blah blah. Right. So because of that, right, we might not see it as a benefit. But trust me, the music just travel.
Hmm.
Right? The music do travel. And I mean I don't personally I don't have a problem with artists clashing. Because like I said, clashing keeps you on your toes. Clashing keeps I'm not a clash artist. All right. But if a clash do come, all right, I would test it out because I want to see how sharp I sharp.
Hmm.
Right? It do sharpen your tools, man. Like I heard Beanie Man said one time, all he used to sing was girl song. But when Bounty started this, he couldn't lay back because Bounty make he a better artist. You understand me? Because it get you to jump into something different. Like he create a whole different. Now you could do some war songs and they could diss each other and move forward. So I kind of okay with the clashing thing.
I believe it was last year. Um, a young man did a video and he said the Mali team something something. The
Mali
voice.
team
You
live. Yeah, so you know what I mean. I know
know
the
what I
one.
mean? All right, good. So, um, Skeng them, I believe was Skeng.
Thief.
All right. So I'm
Thief.
gonna get into the question. Get into the question. I can't remember if you guys, you Terror
Thief.
and Junior B released that song "Don't Strand,"
Yes,
right?
sir.
That song was released after or before because you guys used the same voice over. And just for clarification, was the young man Guyanese that said that thing? He was Guyanese
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because there was some kind of confusion with two different videos that I saw, and it was two different guys. So I don't know if it was
No,
which.
the youth that created that whole pandemonium there, right? I saw him the other day on Rasta Youth Adams Jamal,
Mhm,
right? He was on Jamal program. I think him and Jamal have a podcast now, right?
mhm,
That's the youth that created it. But next youth just ad lib it. Like when you go on Instagram,
mhm.
right? And you just lip. So another youth do that. So but the other youth get the recognition for it. And to answer your question, yes. Myself, Junior B and Terror released a song in May, right?
Mhm.
Of that said year, I think is 2022.
Going
All
to.
right. Yeah, I think it's 2022 May month.
Mhm,
Right. We did that. But again, good music, positive music is not something that I don't want to say just Guyana, right? But the world don't really want to hear good music because the song is a positive songs talking about you're only busting gun and rate look at walk and whatever, right? So because the song is about positiveness, the song didn't take off as we expected to. right? We use the intro just to get their attention for them to listen to the song. But I guess when they listen to the song, it wasn't what they want to hear, right? But then a few months later, yes, King went and did a song and used the same exact thing. And guess what? No, King song shot, right? Because a bad man song. So yeah, we thief it, and he thief it after we. So two thieves by God's spell.
um, what is the ultimate goal for GT Youths?
Um, I honestly, I really don't care about I want to say I don't care. All right. I don't spend days out and nights in thinking about numbers. All right. I love music, like I said from the beginning. Right. I got into music to to just make because I love playing on words. Right. So I got into music as an artist just because I have a lot of ideas, and I don't like following people because a lot of artists follow whatever they see Jamaicans singing about and what and these things. But I just create different ideas and just move forward, right? So I'm not into the whole doing anything for numbers, right? At the end of the day, I just do music. If I can touch one person in this world, one person can call me and say, well, or text me or message and say, well, I love this song, keep pushing, right? I just feel good doing that, right? I feel amazing when I see my 4-year-old son, birthday was yesterday, right? Jump in my vehicle and say, Daddy, I want to GT Youths, right? I just feel those things,
Mhm.
right? So my ultimate is just to just continue doing good music, man, right? It's not about I would love for one of my songs to get out there into the world so that people can actually see that this youth actually, you know, because I came from a place where I still can't sing, You
Mhm.
understand me? I just try a thing. I swear to God, right? I swear, and I can be as real as possible, right? I just try a thing. I just go and record, right? And if it's song good, it's song. If it don't song good, go back to the drawing board and do it over again. I send me sound to Gaddy, Little J, Joe Bally's, whoever send me sound to them, I say, no, this ain't song right, all right? You gotta do it over. I do that, right? I wouldn't tell nobody there's no big artist, right?
Mhm.
But ultimately, even you, right? Even you, Demrock, right? I ain't talking about the fused guy, right? Talking about Demrock, all right? Because I should let people know that you is my friend,
Mhm.
right? And it doesn't matter um, if anybody want to judge you because you is me brethren, right? I've known you for over 20 years,
Mhm.
right? And me ain't gonna sugarcoat if you do a favor for me and anybody want to vex this their problem because at the end of the day I tell you use me friend,
Mhm.
right? And because you was my friend and you're in position, right, to do something for me, I'd ask you for help,
Mhm.
right? So, me ultimate goal, King man, I don't want to lie, is just to make good music, right? I could give a damn about winning an award, um, getting $1 million. I mean, I want to get $1 million for real, right? But
That's it.
I wouldn't go, above and beyond, like sell my soul, forget no money, right? I just love music, and I believe that at the end of the day, if your music is good enough, right, whatever is for you, whatever is for a man will get, right? No
Mhm.
matter you go wrong or turn or wrong and whatever. I see artists bust when they're in their 60s, right? They may really care about busting. All they want is one of these songs get out there and make some money for them. You understand me? So this is my ultimate goal. Just make good music, man. Right? Good music alone shall live. Not just music, good music. You understand? Because enough music that come out within the last 10 years or so don't last past 3 months. No matter how much it hype when it come out. You understand me?
Mhm.
But good music alone shall live. This is the reason why Bob Marley to this day is making millions upon millions on his music because he have good music. So good music alone shall live, man. I don't really I could give a damn about running down a Grammy or running down a Dem Rock Music Award. I just don't a shot at it. I could give a damn about that, right? Right. But I'm saying, right, just good music, man. I just love doing music. Right.
Mhm.
This my passion. Just doing music.
And correction. pretty much we've known each other for probably about 30 plus years.
See that? No, we can't tell people with
Because
age, but
we in America. I'm in America 27 years, and we know each other way back.
yeah,
All right,
man.
so where you at right now, and you have a vision of looking at your 5-year-old self. What would you tell him? What to expect in life? What to expect with everything that you're doing in music? What would you tell him?
All right. I remember a few years ago I had a problem with people within my circle supporting me or not supporting me. Right. I remember this vividly. Right. And I was sitting with my sister one day and I telling she, yo, this me brother or me sister, right? And y'all don't do this for me and blah blah blah. And she said to me, Owen, nobody owe you nothing. Not because I is your sister, I gotta do this for you. Right. And that right there made me, right, like my skin becomes bulletproof.
Mhm.
Right. Not only because she was telling the truth, right? It was facts. Nobody owes you nothing. You understand me? If people want to support you, they support you. They don't want to support you, they don't support you. Right? Just the end of the day. No matter, they could be your wife, your kids, whatever, right? If they feel like supporting you, they have their own life, right? You can't really, vex with them. I mean, you could vex here. We all just get upset because, we
You
expect.
expect, yeah.
You understand me? But there's some expectation, right? It's a mother of all disappointments.
Mhm.
So my 5-year-old self, I would just tell him to just develop thick skin early because this world is not a it's not a easy it's not an easy world, right? Whether it's family or friends or foes, right? It's not an easy place, right? But as long as you dedicate yourself to what you want to do, right? It's not always it might not always comes when you want it to, right? It might not always come as smoothly as you think it should come. I got to go through some hurdles, right? Like I was just telling my daughter today that I want to do a podcast and I want her to explain her life because she's 17, right? And I want her to explain to me, right, her journey so far, right? And she said to me, Daddy, I could always say one thing. You always tell me that life is not easy.
Mhm.
You understand me? Because I haven't seen it all, right? But I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot in this world, and I try to stay positive, no matter what, right? So going back to my 5-year-old self, just develop tough skin, right? Music can promise you nothing, right? Not because you're an artist, I mean, you're supposed to be a rich person or music can promise nobody nothing, right? But as long as it makes you happy, right? And those are the things that I hate about people. People try to take away other people's happiness,
Mhm.
right? Not for not for money or these things, just because the person is happy doing something, people just don't want to see that, right? But as long as it makes you happy, right, and you want to do this, just do it, right? When I got into music, right, a friend of mine told me, "Yo, watch yourself, enough people around you're gonna lose. Why? Because you're doing music. Them alone supposed to do music. Why? I
Mhm.
don't know. You understand me? Me supposed to sing, right? And I've lost a lot of. I wouldn't call them friends because if they was friends, I wouldn't lose them, right? But I've lost a lot of people, maybe at the right time when I was supposed to, right? But people don't want to see you happy, but just stay focused on what you want and just think it. It's not all about the money and rate it. Your happiness, sometimes your happiness is worth more than anything. So, yeah, I tell my 5-year-old self though.
To everyone that's watching right now, that supports you, everyone that will be seeing this, hours from now, days from now, whenever. What do you want to tell them?
Yeah, man, just to the people that been there from day one of GT Youths, right? Some of them still call me GTU's production. So when I said GTU's production, I know that they're there from day one because the new ones don't know about the productions, right? So for the ones them that's been there from life too short, right, to today date, right? I appreciate every support, every word. If I sing stubbornness, by you sing, yeah, this one you make it at all. I just hear it. You understand me? To the new ones or to the one that I develop along the way, right? I appreciate you guys to continue with this journey, continue with me on this journey, and to the new ones, right? I don't know what you are miss, right? But we're gonna try to make it up moving forward. You understand? Yeah.
Respect and manners. I appreciate you
No,
being.
before that, hold on.
Mhm,
Before you say your exit speech, I'll tell you something. Right? I said before that I can't me Vals where I get upstairs can't hold you flowers. So I
mhm,
gonna give you flowers. Right?
mhm.
Me vibes, me vibes is just for me flowers alone. Right? So I can give you your flowers. King man, I appreciate you. You understand me? For everything that you have done within the past 10 years for Guyanese artists. Right? They might not tell you, right? But I know they appreciate it too. Right? But because of their, like I said, ego, right? They might not want to say, but yo, Demra, thanks for doing this. I appreciate this. So on behalf of them, right? Because me and all of them good. I gonna tell you on behalf of them, dog. Right? I appreciate the I and I. We appreciate you for everything that you have done. Right? Take your flowers. You
Sweet.
understand me? I have been around from the first time you choose to do your Rep 592 albums, right? To today date that you're up to your 10th album, right? I've been involved with the process. I've been involved with everything that you have done, right? You show me nothing but love, right? Me use kick off enough time, right? But at the end of the day, right? Me use brethren, right? Me use brother, right? And like I said, me care what nobody out there got say, right? Use me friend, right? And I appreciate the I and I for everything that the I and I did for me, right? No lie, right? You did something on the 16th of December last year, right? That people give you a lot of flag. You understand me? But their flag is their flag,
Mhm,
right? I can tell you that, right? You have set a standard within, or you set a standard you want Guyanese to be represented as. You
that's right.
understand me? Don't let nobody, no artist, young or old, take that away from you. You understand me? Because everything does start from zero. You understand me? And I've watched you grow within the music. Like I said, I was promoting music long before you.
Mhm.
But the things that you came and you did, King Man, right? I respect you for doing it. Right? You surprised I carrying out for artists now. I don't really may really get time for worry with that, but you pick that up, right? And you run with it. You understand me? And like I said, I appreciate, I love the I and I for everything that the man do for me, right? And me family. You see me? Respect and manners. Now you could give me an ending thing now. But don't let nobody charge you. Right? Don't let nobody push you away from what you love. You understand me? And I know I talked to Ian that then Ian tell me one thing. He said, if you love music, no matter if you take yourself away from music, music will come back because you love it. Right? It's like a woman.
Mhm.
You understand me? You get this woman that's the love of your life. I get me on to her. You understand me? And I know what that means. You see me? So don't make nobody push you away from your dream. And you dream, and this is me, this I think your dream is this here. May know what's your dream, right? But based on what I have seen you did with over the past 10 years, right? I know that your agenda is to make, we're gonna keep Donald Trump line, right? Make Guyana great again. You understand me? I
Real,
know that.
real thing.
You understand me? So don't make no artist king. Especially them old artists, right? Cat moment, Cat
Cat-
Williams, right?
yes.
Especially them old artists, right? I gonna talk to some of the artists them. Cause he's a big man. He's not no little boy. Right?
Mhm.
Music, right, is supposed to be something to unify us. Right? Music's supposed to bring us together. Right? Don't let no artist, right, take it upon themselves and make you feel that music belongs to them.
Mhm.
Right? Music is we own. Guyanese music is we thing. Right? A man said a thing the other day. The one time I saw Guyana come together within the past 10 or 15 years is when the soldier man from
Major.
Venezuela,
Oh.
right? No, Venezuela. Oh yeah, Major too, right? When the man try for this Guyana, one try for this Guyana, one try for tech Guyana, right? And Guyana come as come together as one,
That's right.
right? And we can do, you know, together we strong,
That's it.
You understand me? And I feel as if with our music, because we're not together, the music is being overlooked. You understand me? We've booked the most foreign artists, right? And pay them the most money and just cry for pay a Guyanese artist 1,000 US, a 200,000 Guyana dollars, right? We just do is we do that to we self,
Mhm.
You understand me? Because we're not unified. Because if we say tell we fans them, we ain't going to no show with any artist come because XYZ, because it's what Jamaica used to do, You understand me? It's very, very, very rebellious. Very rebellious. Right? But we just give in to everything and just accept everything and just go with the flow. All
Mhm.
right. But if the artists them tell their fans them, hey, no, but we really get no fans for real, though. Right? We really,
Realistically speaking,
no, we really get no fans for real, though. You understand? Because we fans them be like, yeah, you ain't going. I going to see me. I going to see me sing. I go, you understand me? But on a real note, dog, I love the I. Right? He was my brethren, he was my brother, right? And the world didn't really know, but the world know now, right? Me, you good like that. You understand me? Me, you good like that. Right? So don't make nobody take away your joy, champo.
no, I'm solid.
Mm.
I'm solid.
Well, now you could give me an exit speech now.
No, I'm happy that you took it there. I'm happy that you took it there, just so that you can express yourself, so you can also um, let your fellow artists know how you really feel, and that you willing to stand for something, and that is to stand with them and for Guyana. And that's the only way. That's the only way I feel um, our artists can get to that next level, right? Remove that I'm going to put Guyana on the map mentality. Once you remove I'm going to put Guyana on the map mentality, then you're going to see it necessary to help as much people as possible, because if you have that mentality, then you're going to help just enough. And because you helping just enough, you're not, you pretty much saying to yourself, after all, I'm going to be the one to put Guyana on the map, nobody else. So let's remove that I'm going to put Guyana on the map mentality and be leaders. I want to see artists like yourself having monthly meetings, monthly lives. It doesn't have to be public, it could be private. And you guys really like go head to head and understand this thing, not blaming nobody else, but coming together as a unit and as individual leaders. And I'm also speaking to the leaders of different cliques to say, hey, it's time we do this thing. It's not about our clique, it's not about our crew, it's about us doing this thing for the culture. And just to piggyback on the Demrock Music Awards, um, what was done was for the culture. This wasn't for wasn't a Demrock thing. It was for the culture, and I'm glad you touched on it. This interview is about you, but I just feel is necessary for me to inject that piece of information in there. And the only way forward is together. And if we can unite and hold one head, of course we're going to bump heads at some point, but that's the only way forward. If we're going to keep fretting and fussing over unnecessary things, then we're going to be doing this for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. It's not going to change unless we change our mindset towards each other.
Yeah,
Do
man, I
you
believe
have
that.
final thoughts on what was said, and anything that you want the people to know?
Now, man, is just I strongly advise like our creatives, right, whether it's songwriter, um, musicians, player of keys or player of instruments, right? So let me do like I've never really heard what you just said there, right? Make a lot of sense because I've never thought about it that way in terms of I want to put Guyana on the map because it's a selfish mentality.
Hmm.
You understand me? And it makes a lot of sense because this is what all of we want to do, All of we individually want to put Guyana on the map. We want to put Guyana on the map to know. I want to put Guyana on the map.
That's it.
You understand me? So I think because of that, because if you notice that there's not too much of artists that actually collab, right? And if it's a collab being done, is within the clique, right? Like you don't see a soca man go and link a dance man for do a collab or a dance. As I now seeing, I mean I can't saying is a lot, right? But I now seeing females creatives from Guyana actually collabing. That was something that wasn't happening before,
Hmm.
right? So I love the fact that you you choose to do what you do, right? And I know that the artists them will. 'Cause how we want to win, but how we can't win.
That's it.
You understand me? How we want like, in terms of awards, right? All of we is want to win, but how we can't win, right? Your award show, I go there in my better best, because my thing chest showing out and them thing, right? Because like I think I heard Magnum said it the other day. It's not just for the award. It's like it's like a fashion. It's like what I mean. People put on. People went and dig up their dress what they put on long. I said know
Mhm.
what they say. And they waiting for a moment for where they say. Because when you put on certain clothes, you can only wait one time,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Because we
Like a
don't.
certain place.
Yeah, we don't really have have those occasions and function to do certain things, right, or
Mhm.
to wear certain things, right? We just watch on TV or watch on the phone or the computer and see the Grammy and see these people wearing their clothes. But we get everything in the class like, by when I get a chance to put you on by this bell bottom pan, long. You understand me? But you did something that I respect and I commend. And moving forward, I will take the advice about creating a. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but
You
somebody
should.
should do it, right? Create something where we can actually speak, once a month and see where we go and like discuss music, discuss because if we keep following, right? If we keep following, that's all we're gonna continue doing, right? We're gonna follow
Mhm.
what them Jamaicans doing, right, and just live in their shadow straight, right? But if we find ways to be different, right, and do music that the world never heard before, right, and these things, because all we doing is now we a lot of artists doing this karaoke stuff. They listen when Jamaican sing and they go and do, a song just like that because it's big in Jamaica. So you want the same cadence, to be big in Guyana too and these things, right? So, we can actually come together and discuss those things. But I don't want to take up too much the time. I appreciate I don't even know if anybody done this live. All right, I can't see nothing.
Tough.
All right. I appreciate everyone that's here. Listening. A lot of you probably don't know who GT Youths is, all right? But I'm a simple person, all right? All I care about is good music. I mean, I don't want to stream this one two time, but we all get all we get we own time for do one and two stupid song. right? But yeah, I appreciate everyone here that's logged on, checking in, getting to know who GTU says. Let's stand up for a second and show you this thing. See this here? It says GT Youths, right? And this was created by my friend. All right, this is created by my friend, right? The youth on the screen. All right. So I can't say enough how much I appreciate. I had to beg for this interview, right? So that's why they know. And I no, as your friend, I had to beg for this interview, right? And I respect you for doing
No
it,
entitlement.
right?
No
Yeah.
entitlement. But
Yeah,
before we think this question, and it's a very important question too, and I'm glad you said certain things to trigger it. The radio in Guyana, I want you guys to, as artists, to understand the way they function. Now we're in Mashramani season. It is expected that only or mostly Guyanese artist music would be playing. So my question to you right now is, do we have enough Guyanese artists, soca music to dominate the entire, I don't know if it's a week they do it for or 2 weeks. Do you think we have enough music to dominate that entire season and not play other people or just mix one and two in there?
I get a brethren named Shabda. Shabda must get about 10,000 Guyanese artists in the computer alone. Not artists, but music,
Mhm.
songs, right? Yes, we do have music upon music upon music. And I'm talking about like not just music, good music,
Mhm.
right? To do exactly what you just said, right? The problem is if you are not taking part within, I mean, that's what I think, right? Because
Mhm.
I mean, I was told this. We are focusing on Masha Money and the people them that's involved in the Soca Monarch, right? So it's not like the creatives' music are being played; it's the people them that's involved in this Masha Money competition. They're the music that's being dominated over the airway, not the artists. The artists don't have a time that their music is being dominated on the radio. Like normal artists. It gotta be a competition. Guyana is the only country that have the most competition in this world. You understand me? And whenever competition come, the people that's involved in the competition is the music that's getting played on the radio. Right? If me is not a competition person, I mean me standards get played maybe because of certain reasons. All right. But if it's not a competition, your music really don't get played. But do we have enough music? Yes, we do. We have
Good.
more than enough music.
So that being said, what are you guys as artists, near and far, in America, Guyana, wherever? What are you guys going to do? And um, as a body to say, okay, you're not playing our music. Do you have a plan? Do you have an idea of what should be done to
Never.
to to to
All right.
to get, not necessarily to strong arm the radio station, to strong arm the DJs, but what plan do you think should be implemented?
There's no plans. There is nothing that any artist can do, right? Because the radio personnel, whether it's the owner, the DJs, the announcers, them too want to be the man or be the woman. You
Mhm.
understand me? So you can't go and tell them like, hey, we need our music to get played in the area. Who's you? Come down. So they tell you, come down from the IRS right upon who's you, right? There's nothing that we can do. All you can actually do is just make. That's why a lot of artists is not using Guyana as a vessel anymore to promote their music, right? Because everyone feels that you have to go out to come back in.
Mhm.
You understand me? So a lot of artists, Guyana is not the place where we go in now. And I'm gonna left myself out. It's not the ideal place or the first place you're going to for your music to be promoted, right? You might call a Jamaican vlogger, You might call a person from Trinidad, a
Hmm.
radio station from Trinidad. Like we go every other place except the place that we really want to go.
Hmm.
You understand me? Like every artist want to be bought in their country or in their island. Like they want to be known home. No matter what part of this world you go, you
Yeah,
want to be known home, right? Because like they say, charity begins at home.
that's it.
But for some reason, we have been pushed away from that we have to go other places. You understand me? To actually to go out to come back in, right? Because we are seeing that other people are being let in that easily.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So we're trying to use that same tactic. You go out, get your sound big somewhere else, and then Guyanese going to respect it. But for them to respect it off their own and just say, we pushing these songs on the radio. Yeah, send your songs this email. We have somebody listening to the songs them, and which one is, which set of songs is worthy of being played on the radio. We push it, right? There's nothing like that. They might say it's like that. I just send me songs them to almost to about 6,000 DJs and radio station, not just Guyana, but 6,000.
Hmm.
Whenever I drop a song, all right. And if I tell you that without my without me reaching out to a DJ in Guyana directly, none of them don't pick up my music. I gotta know a DJ and say boom. They get the stuff, right? But they won't play it just because they probably don't know who you are. They ain't gonna listen to your music. They ain't gonna do it because everybody wanna be the man or be the woman, right? So I know what you're talking about. I know the question you just asked me, but I just feel like saying that, right?
No,
The artists them go out to come back in simply because there's no plan in store for Guyanese artists in Guyana. None.
good. So the reason why I asked the question is for all artists, including yourself, to understand that as much as we gonna try to get the radio to play the artist music, it's not being done on that large scale. It's being done, but it's just they have a time frame. Might be a 30 minutes, it might be a 20 minutes or whatever case. We cannot we cannot do that. It have to be longer. So that being the case and that being the issue, what are you guys going to do is the question, and you guys have to come up with a solution. There's only so much I can do. There's only so much the other promoters of Guyanese artists can do. You guys have to take the responsibility to help us and including yourself to come up with a solution. And I think the best bunch to start that mission are the artists them, right? So farm the group and you guys do your monthly gathering, your monthly meeting. Might sound cliche, it might sound weird of what I'm saying, but that's the only way that I see you guys bonding and different cliques coming together, and eventually it's going to make sense because everybody going to be able to tolerate each other.
No, but I can tell you this, right? I can tell you that there is a few entities that's out there, right? The WhatsApp Guyana, the Demarak, the DJ Safi,
Mhm.
right? The Patriots, right? There's a few. Selector Andre, there is Atlanta, Fire Feelings, FF Vibes, right? There's people that actually there that wants to push the music. And again, I would like say to the artists them that we can actually come together and promote, right, and partake in the few that actually wants to see us moving forward. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? The least we can do is though, because nobody ain't doing it on the free anyway. So if these groups or radio stations, Ian Johnson been around for a very long time doing what he do,
Mhm.
right? You doing this for a very long time. Um, Shabdor, like I said, DJ Safi. You understand me? There's a few that's out there that we can actually rally around and we can actually make them the demand. You know what I mean? So other people can look and see. I wonder why this person getting so much numbers, or why the artist supporting these people so much, and then they probably can buy in on what you guys are you guys have in store for us. So, I mean, but them artists just too egotistical, man. I'm using a big word. Them artists don't want don't them. I tell you, like you just said just now, dog. These people these artists is all about them, right? So it's hard to get them to rally around one thing, because if I supporting this say and a man would don't like me, or a girl would don't like me, see I supporting this say, GTUs are there, we go over here, so right.
Mhm.
So we need to come together first before we can actually move forward. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
man.
Um, it was great. It was awesome. Um, I'm glad you were able to shed light on your thoughts, your views, so that other artists can see and know GT Youth's heart as a fellow artist. And I'm just hoping that at some point, our artists, all of you guys, all of you guys can rally around somebody. If the radio in Guyana is not doing it, rally around somebody that's really pushing the music. Safi did, I saw a video he did last week. He did a live with some of the artists in the streets. That right there is courage. That right there is thinking outside the box, right? So if we have a lot more artists that is saying, you know what, hey, Safi, when is your next pop up? When is your next this? When is your next that? And be out there, right? We're not talking about artists just that's trying a thing, because we cannot have those kind of events, or those kind of outings where any artist go up there and it's just blaring in the ear for any and anybody here, and then all of a sudden, you know what they're gonna say? Hey, what's Shaman is there singing over there? So don't feel no way if you show up there and you tell Safi, I'm an artist, I want some, give me the mic, and then you go up there and then you're not doing, or you're not sounding like the way you're supposed to sound, and Safi say, hey, you gotta come back at another time, because we can't, this is not the time for this. You can't feel bad, because at the end of the day, we are putting the best of the best out there, and that's how we're gonna grow. And that person that didn't do so good that night, if they take away emotions and they take away ego and all of these things, and they understand what this thing is really about, then they're going to go back to the drawing board and they're going to become better. And then all of a sudden, they're going to be in position to be lead. And then they're going to have another person like them that's coming, and they have to follow suit. So that is my 2 cents. Thank you for being here with us all tonight and sharing your history, sharing everything that you've experienced, being an artist, being a DJ first, then an artist promoter, then an artist, and a leader at that. Need you to continue to be a leader, right?
Yeah, man. Big up.
Continue to be a leader, because a lot of artists are looking up to you. They might not say it. Some would be in your inbox, some would call you and give you the respect, but a lot of artists I know, they're out there, but they wouldn't say anything, and I don't know why. Not only with you, but many other artists. So I just want us to develop that culture of togetherness, because at this point, everybody on the same level. It doesn't matter if you have 100,000 people following you or 1,000 people following you. As long as you Guyanese, you're stained by the world and other culture. So what are we going to do about it? That is the question. And I think every artist should find it within themselves to say, you know what? It's not about me. It's about our culture. And I'm going to do everything that's in my power to get our culture to the next level. Yes, it hurts to put my pride aside. It hurts like crazy, but I'm going to do it. because it's going to be beneficial for our culture. And at some point, we're going to be making amazing, amazing, amazing waves.
Nah, but let me interject. Why would it hurt? Putting your pride aside, right? Today, for example, I made a phone call to Gotti G, right, and I said, "Yo, I see what you're doing, right? The space missed you for a little while, and I'm glad you come back. Don't intake nothing out of me. You
Hmm.
understand me? Me, me phone is unlimited. Right? I can make a much phone call. Like what? I must use up 1 minute for just call and tell another person,
That's it.
yo, I see what you're doing, right? And thanks for coming back and doing it and continue pushing. I just call every artist and tell them though. You understand? If an artist drop a bad song, I call and say, hey, bad song. You understand me? So I don't really see it taking anything out of anyone to call another somebody. Now, it doesn't have to be an artist, like a creative. You understand me? Somebody that's in the space.
Remember, you were
I don't
there.
see
You were there.
probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
you were
Now
there.
I saw one thing though on Denmark, right? This is not really a discussion thing, right? But I saw young cut out me interview and give me by myself, right? We could left this here for this party, right? I see Kapashanti said something. He said, Guyanese artist is not going to be international without the government getting involved. All right. A couple, me use brethren for a taller time. It's not now. Right? But how long we gonna do the same cry charge? How long we gonna, you know, keep talking about the government in doing this and doing that and come together and do it for ourselves?
That's it.
You know what I mean? How long are we gonna do that? How long are we gonna keep begging people to do certain things? How long are we gonna beg people for put people on shows when we could come together and say, you know what, let's create your own show, right? Let me go. Let me do some statewide tours and just push ourselves, right? We need to stop depending, like I said just now, right? Nobody owes us anything, not even us. Nobody owe you anything. You know what I mean? We can do this. We don't need no government for do nothing for we, right? There's them. How you call it? Their mentality that we don't want the mentality no more, Chargy, right? Let we just come together, right, and do we thing, right? If the government seems to help when they want help, let it help. You understand me? But for sit here and say we can become international, right, without the government help, I don't want to believe that, King. Right? And to any artist out there, if y'all depending on anybody, especially the government for make y'all big, right? Y'all don't lose already.
Hmm.
You understand me? Because if you put everything into one person's hand, right, and that person torn it down, that mean you don't give up because you put everything that you want into somebody, right? No government can make me big. And this is just speaking, this is just me. I don't beg in my styles already, right? So no government can make me big. If government want to come and assist me in getting big, it's okay. But me and telling no government because they ain't doing this, I can't get a certain position. No way. I would encourage any artist, right, to put that in your dome.
Hmm.
You understand me? Don't depend on artists or promoters or things to make you be somebody, right? We can do the You understand me? We can do the Not even them rock. So there's me brethren, eh? But don't even depend on them rock.
That's it. Here to
You understand
assist.
me? Them, yes, right.
Here to
They're there
assist.
to help we move forward,
And
but
they
don't
want to help.
depend on them to moving forward, man.
That's it.
No.
And that's why it is so funny that because we were supposed to cut off since an hour and a half. We are hour and 50 minutes. And that's to show there's so much that needs attention in our culture and our music culture, that it's an ongoing thing. And if it is that we continue to ignore it and sweeping it under the rug, then it extends years into getting it fixed and getting it done. And just like Kapushanti said, That's his opinion, and he somewhat feels strong about it. Um, Many other artists might be feeling the same way, right? But just like GTU said, let's change that narrative, and we be we be the captain of our future and the direction that it should go. And that's starting with, oh, they're not playing our music on the radio like it should play, because after all, we Guyanese, you should be playing a lot more Guyanese. We have enough music and good quality music that we think you guys should be playing. Don't give us just 10 minutes every day or 30 minutes uh every 2 days or whatever the case is. That we're not happy with that. What are we going to do about it? What we're going to do is that we're going to form such a strong body of artists and leaders, especially the seasoned artists. We're going to say, look, this these are the things that we're going to do as a collective. And the younger ones that's coming up, we're going to show you guys that we in leadership, and we're going to get the job done, right? And hopefully they follow suit, and it becomes stronger, bigger and stronger. So when somebody like me come around, it makes the work easier and lighter to promote, because I'm not going to be feeling like I am doing all of this heavy lifting, and is as if I'm starting from scratch. Don't do that to us. Take the responsibility as an artist. Don't feel like you're bigger than the next artist. You might feel that you're more talented and you have better songs, but overall, as a person, do not feel that, well, he can't talk to me, or I don't respond to certain artists because I bigger than this artist, and we gotta go away with that. It's unnecessary. We and even if we get to that level, of course you're not gonna have certain people gaining access to you, but at the end of the day, we're at a level where we can't call certain shots. You understand? We can't call certain shots. So what do we do? Build together, come together, like when the Maduro was trying to get Guyana, come together, like when Major Hype was coming to Guyana. You couldn't stop seeing the posts. Come together. And if it is that
Just
we can't do that, it's pointless.
I go come together like when them were keeping music award, right? And you try for Bashi, you come together and Bashi, use the same energy, and let we
That's
come
it.
together.
That's it.
You understand me? The same energy.
That's it.
Them rock, I don't want left we out of nothing. You understand me? Because we're examples, right? Like everything I said tonight, I involved myself,
Mhm.
right? They came together. A lot of artists came together for burn you out,
That's it.
right? They almost get me for burn you out too, right? But they get to not pull. Well, but yeah, right. Come together the same way that we come together to do to do like turn negatives into positive. The same way we come together to do those stuff, right? Let me look at our music as a negative that we want to turn positive,
That's it.
right? And just come together and just make it happen. You understand?
For everyone that's tuned in, yes, this interview was about GT Youths, and I feel we've accomplished that. But when pressing issues is at hand and you have the opportunity to express it, we have to take advantage of it. I didn't want it to go in this direction, but he took it there, and I assisted in adding my 2 cents. And the only way forward is to us to discuss, come up with a solution, move forward as one. If we cannot support each other as artists, then how do you expect the fans to support you as an artist? So we gotta be an example and show an example. All right. So to everyone that's on the live, appreciate you guys staying and listening to everything that was said here tonight on both ends. Again, I hope you guys learned a lot from the history of GT Youths, from when he started to where he's at now. Look out for his album in a few months. And we're looking at, I think he said June or July, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I think based on the songs that I've heard so far, it's going to be a really, really, really nice project. And we just need to be there and support, even if you don't want to buy it, share to someone that you think would appreciate his music. And not only for him, every other artist that's dropping any project, any single, let's do the same. It's 99 cents. Some charge $1.20 something cents. If it is that we don't show support for our artists, then it's gonna be an ongoing struggle for our culture. In addition to other artists showing support, follow each other on social media, follow each other on your YouTube, etc., etc. Last final thought, GTUs.
Now, man, is I really got no thoughts. I say what you gotta say. Cat Williams moments, right? Um, big up to all the supporters, right? I try not to really deal with fans, right?
Supporters.
I yeah, I try to focus on supporters or making fans into supporters, right? Whenever the album drops, I hope that we can just come together and just like I said, even if you want a copy for free, I get a copy for free because remember my thing is not really too focused on monetary, right?
Mhm.
It's for me is the music, right? So thanks everyone for for checking in and listening to my journey, right? To the ones them that always ask me why GT Youths and not GT Youth, right? You get the different stages of me, the different personalities. Because even now, right, I am still a music player, right? I'm still a producer. I'm still a songwriter. I'm still all of these things within one body, right?
Mhm.
So all of these jobs is individual jobs. So is GT Youths, right? Is a bunch of me within myself, right? So that's the reason for GTYOUTHS, right? And this brother right here was the person that created the logo, right, from probably 2004, right, if I'm not mistaken, right. It was created. GTU's production was actually created to promote talent,
Mhm.
Guyanese talent, right, and we still up on the same journey because I still do, even though I may venture off into the artist world, I still do try to promote Guyanese talent, and it's still one of my biggest dream to put a Guyanese artist, if it's not myself, right, to put a Guyanese artist out there to the world. You understand? I just see my brother Mafi check in. Mafi, I just talk about you, but you gotta go and listen to the part there, right? Um, yeah, right. I still have aspiration to making a Guyanese artist, right, into a world, a kind of household name within the world, right? And that's it for me, right? Just keep supporting. If you want, you can follow me, right, Owen Adams, or you can, look for me on Instagram and TikTok on the GT Youths, so GTYOUTHS, and just keep supporting. All right. To love them rock, love your brother. All right. To all the artists them that check in and the ones them that didn't check in. All right. GT Youths represents for all of y'all. Because me and no artist ain't got no problem. You understand me? I probably the only person in this industry that don't have a problem with no artist. Right?
Mhm.
Because like I said, I developed tough skin because I did wrong music for a very, very long time. So anyone these artists I could call at any time and say, you're doing instrumentist, you're singing instrumentist, or whatever the case is, and they would have no problem. Okay, because just today one of them called me and said, GT, I get a little tight tongue, so I don't like the S's and the S's. I said, man, this you song. You say, as long as you said we can go with that.
So-
Right? There's a respect that I have for artists and artists have for me. You understand me? So, thank everyone for checking in to listen to the story, listen to the journey. All right. Album will so be in store. Big up to my family. You know, my son must sit upstairs waiting for me. All right. So my wife calling on my phone. Right. But, you know, it's 9 o'clock. It's my bedtime. As a big man. You understand me? Them rock. Heart of love, brother. You understand me?
Respect.
Yeah,
The
man.
name of your album is Underestimate. I'm gonna be
Underestimate.
showing. I'm underestimate. I'm gonna be showing this video. Some might be seeing it for the first time. So introduce it so they can see what it's about.
Yeah, man. GT Youths. This song was produced by Timon Fraser out of Fraser Records. It's in Guyana. Right. He shot is the same person that shot the video also. Right. The reason why I did this song is because of how I feel. I feel like if the world at large, I'm a great talent. Right. I stood me own hand. You understand me? I don't
Shit.
wait for nobody to big me up. I big up my own self. Right. I pat myself on the back every now and then. Right. Because I know what I did, what I've done, and what I'm going to do. All right. This song is called Underestimate. Like I said, produced by Timon Fraser, Fraser Records. Underestimate. I'm out.
Hope you guys enjoy.
Yo, Fraser, you know me notice from what day. Them no want get to use for have dreams, for have ambition. And them make me heart cold like a freezer. Sometimes me sit by myself, me I wonder. I couldn't me them I try to keep under. Yo, 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 Fraser. And the more them tell me fi give up, and the more them tell me fi stop, the more them say me nah make it, and the more man rise to the top, and the more them underestimate, the more them say me no great, the more me I go prove them wrong, and show them just who I am. Them rather see me suffer, them no want me forget everything when me a go for. I prize in my dreams, me believe in the Father. So if you no rate me, me not go rich in either. Me a come from far in and this me set my expectation, me surpass that quick. And if you a digger, all better you dig another build. You can't tarnish what me accomplish. Listen this. And the more them tell me fi give up, and the more them tell me fi stop, the more them say me nah make it, and the more man rise to the top, and the more them underestimate, the more them say me no great, the more me I go prove them wrong, and show them just who I am. Me push myself to the limit cause me no failure. Even when me a win, man I go harder. Me no frightened for nothing, nothing no frighten me. All when them a try drain man energy, me nah stop till me get what me want. I pour out my heart in a few songs. If me ever give up, me swear to God, are you win? And if I that better, me lose everything.
Hope you're listening.
And the more them tell me fi give up, and the more them tell me fi stop, the more them say me nah make it, and the more man rise to the top, and the more them underestimate, the more them say me no great, the more me I go prove them wrong, and show them just who I am.
Good night. Much love. Bless up. Peace.